Hey everybody, I'm Natalie.
And I'm Max.
And we're cruising Israel for ILTV. Max, we've been visiting and filming so many different attractions and places around the country of Israel. Could you believe it's almost been a year?
It's crazy. Time really flies. If you had to pick a favorite, it's not so easy, right? It's hard to choose.
Let's think. Let's reminisce on all the great times we had together, Max. How about the time where I shot my first gun?
I really enjoyed seeing that over at Caliber 3.
Exactly,
What
one
a
of the
cool
most
place.
professional training academies in Israel.
Really cool. Let's take a look at the clip, shall we?
Shall we? Israel is known to have some of the most well-trained counter-terror experts in the world. Today we're going to develop our self-defense skills and be put to the test. Ever wonder what it takes to be a counter-terror warrior? We came to the biggest and most professional academy for counter-terror and security training in Israel. The guests get to interact with security professionals with real-world experience and participate in a counter-terror attack demonstration. So who's better to learn from than them? The objective is for them to gain knowledge on the Israeli counter-terror operations. After the demonstration, the instructor explained to the guests the importance of being a soldier and the values which guide the Israeli army.
This is what soldiers do? Why?
Protecting the people of this country.
Protecting the people of this country. This, guys, doesn't come from a job description or from a paycheck or from anything like that. It comes from the soul, it comes from being a soldier in the state of Israel, understanding that we need to protect each and every one of the civilians that are here in this country.
After watching the thrilling demonstration, it made me want to get into action. Sharon from the IDF Special Forces Unit has vast experience in counterterrorism, and he showed me how it's done. I learned all about firing positions and techniques that are unique to Israeli counter-terror operations. The first weapon I got to use was the MP5 of German design.
Guys, she's gonna be awesome. She's gonna hit all the bullets.
I have no
Trust
doubt about
me.
that.
Everything's gonna be okay. Okay, Natalie, this is a weapon. Okay.
Standing with your left leg forward, your right foot back, we're ready to shoot.
Finger stays out of the trigger. When I say up, you get into the position and you see the weapon. Ready?
Yeah.
Up! Very good, she's a natural. I'm with you. Lean forward, not backwards, like this.
Okay,
Now-
my cheek stays on the gun while I'm shooting.
Right. Yeah, you hold the weapon tight, squeeze. Good. Okay, and again, go. Good. Good.
Very close.
Very close.
Wait, it's moving.
Moving. Very good. Go, go, go. Don't hesitate. Go. Oh, man.
Wow,
Natalie.
that's a lot of fun. Time for the next weapon with the next instructor. This time I'm using a sniper gun.
See the orange dot, you put the dot on the bullseye, you lock the weapon, other you're gonna get jammed. You lock the weapon and then you fire.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Hold the weapon in one hand. Mix hands, ready? Body! Fight! Lock the weapon and keep fire.
Okay.
Cock the weapon, wait, he jammed.
How'd it get jammed?
You're not locking the weapon from the back.
Sharon then explained to us what Caliber 3 is about and how it all began.
Caliber 3 started with a crazy idea I had that I wanted to train people on the highest level on earth to fight terror, to fight crime, and to give them all the tools they need to do that. I started setting up training facilities like you'll see today all over Israel and even in other countries in the world.
They spread their effective training practices worldwide by setting up facilities in North and South America. It's really inspirational because people from all over the world and that don't really know much about combat and training, they could appreciate what the soldiers do in their day-to-day life.
Right. We're trying to set out to the whole world is that Israel is different. What happened 75 years ago to the Jewish nation in the Holocaust will never happen again. As you can see, Caliber 3 is in memory of Captain Chagai Chaim Lev, who was a captain in the Israeli Special Forces and died leading his soldiers in the Gaza Strip in the year 2002.
Caliber 3 has created a special project for children worldwide that want to learn to fight and train like an Israeli soldier, all while connecting to their Jewish origin. Oh, it's only...
There you go, go back, go back, go back. 3, 4. I catch you. Grab the weapon. Pin in the center of the hole. Go back, go back, go back. Go back, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Since one of the members failed in protecting his people in his challenge, he had to drop and give him 25. Canines are extremely essential in the IDF. From detecting explosives to cleaning out buildings, each dog is trained for a particular specialty.
The German Shepherd, they're more for protection. We're using them for first response units. Each one of the protecting dog have a leader. And it's a dog should, as a matter of fact, trained to respond only if something unusual happens, like a terrorist attack.
The canine has the ability to distinguish between a terrorist and a victim.
He basically, he catch a terrorist 2 weeks ago in a flat. Nice trick I can show you with him, it's language without words.
Oh, interesting.
It's like, we're gonna sit now.
He only obeys your commands. If I said
Yeah,
any of these commands, he will not listen. Atsi, bo. Fine. Atsi. He will not take it from anyone else but you.
And he's always gonna be in my left. He makes sure to stay in my left. He's never not gonna come to my right, not even as a joke, because he knows the handgun is in my right. Okay, he's not gonna do nothing. I'm gonna release him. Now I'm gonna turn him off. Lech tagid shalom. Call him. His name is Asi.
Atsi, bo. Bolai, Atsi.
Lech tagid shalom.
Hi. Hello.
He's very deadly, very dangerous. He knows to turn himself on from 0 to 100 in a millisecond, at the same back, from 100 to 0 in a millisecond.
You could turn him on, but he won't actually do anything.
He's not gonna do anything till something gonna happen.
Observing, watching, standing by his teammate, approaching the potential threat. Now you see the canine is locked, understanding something going on based on his teammate's behavior. Checking ID, going to check his ID. As of right now, there's no threat. Potential maybe. And all of a sudden the attack starts. The canine goes in, attacks, and takes down. He's fighting back, he's fighting back.
Throw the knife, throw the knife. Zeus the knife. Zeus the knife.
Did you hear any action sending the dog out?
Check.
Did you or didn't you? No. The only orders you're hearing is to send the dog off. Now he's told him to watch so that he can go in for a full body search.
And you need to give him a lot of love.
Always.
in
All
order
of
to
the
train
training
him.
is basic on love. People should kick him, beating, or starving the dogs. It's useless. You see?
The canines are extremely loyal, relentless, and lovable. At the end of the day, I got a special souvenir, an identification tag with my name on it. These tags are usually worn by military personnel with personal information about the soldiers. I have the experience with the shooting the gun. Now I have the official dog tag. Well, that was a lot of fun. That was one of my favorites, definitely.
Yeah, you were great. It was fun to watch. But you know, a lot of people have fired a gun before. Not everyone has flown in the air without a plane, without a helicopter.
I think you're talking about Flybox.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. It was definitely a one-of-a-kind experience.
So
Let's check that out.
let's take a look.
For the very first time in Israel, we can now experience the thrill of human flight. We're here at Flybox where we're going to find out all about this exciting activity of indoor skydiving. Ever wish you could fly? Today that might seem impossible without being attached to a cable or a parachute, but one company has now made the unimaginable a reality. You don't have to be a bird to soar, and that's exactly what I'm going to be doing here today at Flybox. Oh my god, that's scary, okay. All I can think about is how high and how fast.
It's going up until 14 meters. That's the highest you can get. Wind speed adjustable between 0 to 270 kilometers per hour.
Before I go through with this crazy activity, I wanted to get an inside scoop on who the daredevils are that are willing to experience the sensation of free falling on a daily basis. So we're now here with the highest rated instructor in Israel. Why don't you tell us how you reached to that level?
Well, for a very long time, I've been doing this, well, about 6 years. I became an instructor in Seattle, and I worked there for a significant period of time, and then I started following the trainer path, and that has to do more with teaching instructors how to instruct different levels of progressions.
Does every flyer that partakes in this activity, do they need to be accompanied by a guide each time?
There will always be an instructor in the tunnel for the flyers. Once you reach a level 1 flyer cert, that basically means that you can fly on your own without the instructor on your hip the entire time. So we can give you a lot more space. And our goal is to get you flying to a point where you don't need the instructor to be with you, or where the instructor can actually fly with you.
So you sound like you really know what you're doing.
I do my best to sound that way.
I think we'll just have to experience it for ourselves.
It sounds good.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
I've never exactly been given a lesson on how to fly, but luckily Willow is here to make sure I'm ready for the thrill. It turns out there are a lot of different hand signals you need to pay attention to in mid-air.
So we've got our flight suit. It's going to be a little baggy at first, just to help you fly a little easier. We have your goggles, your helmet, and earplugs, because it can get quite loud in there, and we want to make sure we protect your hearing. Suit looks good, nice and baggy. There you go, right? Beautiful. So the stirrups are going to go underneath your foot inside your shoe. And what's your shoe size?
I'm a 6.5.
6, I got you. Okay, and you want to make sure you pop that watch off, okay?
So now I'm ready to put on the gear. And you said it's supposed to be a little baggy.
A little baggy, yeah. A little extra material helps you fly better, and then as you become more proficient at flying, the suit will get more and more form-fitting.
So you're wearing a skin-tight suit?
Yeah, if someone's wearing a skin-tight suit, they should. It doesn't mean they will, but they should be a little bit more proficient than the average bear, you know?
Now the excitement is starting to sink in. I guess it's time to put on the rest of the gear.
There you go. And then relax is the most important. It means just whatever you're doing, a little bit less of that would be great. Okay? Nice and relaxed.
Panic.
Yeah, well, just relax, okay? All right? When we get in, I'm gonna have you stand on the door like this, chin up. I'll give you a thumbs up. You're just gonna lean in and lay down, okay?
The sensation is extremely similar to skydiving. My second time around actually went much smoother than the first. Once you get a hang of the positions, you surprisingly start to feel at ease. The trick is, I realized that you have to let your body feel at ease. You have to calm down, because in the beginning I was a little panicky.
Yeah, a little engaged.
Yeah. I was stressed out a little bit, but as long as you release your body, then you'll have a great time.
You let the wind do the work for you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thanks so much. You were a great
You're very welcome.
coach.
It was a pleasure. Thank
Pleasure.
you. Yeah, definitely not.
So this is the hottest activity that everybody here in Israel is talking about. Where did this idea come from?
Well, it's an American invention. So this beautiful technology was invented in 1998, and since then there is approximately 100 wind tunnels over the world, most of them in the United States and in Europe. All the entrepreneurs that had that idea and went for it, we are all skydivers. We all used to drive all over the world just to fly, and in the end we said, we need one in the Holy Land. So
Here's the good news. It doesn't matter how old you are if you want to participate. Anybody from the ages of 4 to 104 can experience Flybox and really get the chance to feel what it's like to jump out of a plane without actually doing it.
today there is World Championships in wind tunnel. It's the real thing. People are training
and competing in wind tunnel sports, body flight sport,
When did this become an official sport?
2 years ago.
So for all you thrill seekers who have always wanted to fly, Flybox is your chance to literally get blown away. That was lots of fun, but how about the time where I flew down one of the longest zip lines in Israel?
It was pretty cool. I remember not only by the time you got to the other side, you looked tiny from where I was standing,
Yeah.
but also that it took like a while for the car to bring you back to the other side of the canyon.
Yeah, because it's the longest zip line in Israel.
Well, let's not leave the
stretches to-
people hanging. Let's show that clip.
Check it out. With so many extreme activities there is to do here in Israel, on Cruising Israel, we never miss a chance to be part of the fun. Today, I'm going to take you down the longest zip line Israel has to offer. For all of you adventurers and thrill seekers looking for an exciting time, Deerland Park's attraction site has endless activities. We just arrived here at Gush Etzion, and we came across all these little cute furry friends, and it seems like it's feeding time. Nah. Here, take it, just take it. Aw, you're a cute one. Max, let's go check out the other animals. This cow seems pretty relaxed. It's calm. Hey, those donkeys look familiar. We rode them just last week. Hey, donkey. No, never mind. I don't think they want me to touch them. Max, check that out. It's a white oryx. It's Amo. Did you hear that? Well, that's enough animals for one day. We then got to speak with the manager of Deerland Park, who gave us the inside scoop of all the fun things there is to do at the adventure park. So we're now here at Deerland Park in the midst of all these beautiful trees and scenic views. Why don't you tell us what you guys have to offer here, what activities?
We have a lot of interesting stuff to do over here. We start with zip lining, ropes course, rock climbing, swing 360. For the older kids and for the younger ones, we have a bungee trampoline, a mini zip line, a mini zoo, train, carousel, and rock climbing. And if you really want, we could also do safari jeeps all over, see the very interesting views. There's a lot of water springs all around.
This is the first time I've ever been to Gush Etzion. On the way here, it was a beautiful ride. Tell us about the place.
We're located in Gush Etzion. It's about 20-minute ride from Jerusalem and 45 to 50-minute drive from Tel Aviv. We're up on top of the mountain, so it's a lot of climbing, and you can see beautiful views because it's climbing up the mountain. We're very high over here. It's about 1,000 meters, and it snows over here in the winter. You can get very, very nice snow over here, like 2-3 feet of snow.
So I understand that this place was nothing but trees in the middle of a forest. Why don't you tell us how it started?
2001, my boss came up to this area. He decided to start a farm. It was in January. It was pouring rain. The truck got stuck in between the trees, and they decided this is the spot. So they put down the first container over here, and they started building around. And as you can see over here, we got a wedding hall, we got a theme park, we have camping sites, we have everything. Groups of schools come over here in the winter to sleep while the theme park is less open in the winter, so we do the whole sleeping thing for schools.
So as we walked in today, I saw a lot of cute animals, cows, donkeys, sheep. But what I'm really excited about today is the zip lining. Tell us about that.
Yes, so we have a very big zip line. It's the biggest zip line in Israel. It is 1,200 feet from here to the mountain on the second side, 360 feet height, and when you go down, it's in approximately 30 to 35 miles per hour. Depends on the wind and on the weight.
Well, I'm about to ride down the longest cable in Israel, 360 meters. And I've done zip lining before, but never like this. Not this steep and not this high. So let's check it out. The age limit for this thrilling activity is from 2 to 120. Has an older person ever go down the cable and zip lining?
The record of the zip line is a 96-year-old English lady that went down the zip line.
Wow.
I was sure she would get a heart attack on the process, but she said, no, I'm doing it. I survived the two big wars. I can do a zip line. She did it. She had an amazing time.
Okay, so I'm very excited. I'm a little bit scared, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm gonna be brave like that old lady.
I will have the pleasure of throwing you down a cliff.
It's just the few seconds before jumping, which is the scariest, but I'll get through it. I've done worse things before. Now I'm ready to fly through the forest. It was about a 5-minute drive back to the site after getting dropped off at the other side of the mountain. It was amazing. It was so much fun. It wasn't as scary as I thought, because I'm a brave girl. And I want to do it again, if we could.
Well, that was cool, huh? That was fun to look back on.
Yeah, those great
Now,
memories.
remember a particular piece we filmed in the south of Israel?
In the south of Israel, well, we filmed there many times,
They're
to be more
growing some
specific.
stuff there. And you can tour the place and eat all the food that they're growing as you do the tour.
Oh, the salad trail you're talking about. Yeah,
Yeah.
we've had Chinese oranges, blood oranges. There were so many different kinds
Well, don't spoil it. Let's play the clip.
Okay. In today's generation, more and more people are taking the initiative in going green. Down south of Israel, in the midst of the desert, a small moshav spreads the ideas of Israel's agricultural developments that are known for cultivating crops that are typically not suited for desert environment. For those of you who want to be at one with the land, this unique trail allows you to touch, pick, and taste the different vegetables as we learn about the agricultural developments here in Israel. We picked our way through the fields and greenhouses, tasting various sorts of unique vegetables. Now, we've all heard of cherry tomatoes, but did you know that it was first cultivated here on the land of Israel? Here on the salad trail, Uri grows many, many different types of tomatoes. Lollipop tomatoes, chocolate tomatoes, the list goes on. Here, let's try one. Dust it off. That's good. They all have such different tastes. None of the tomatoes taste the same.
I have also very unique tomato. It's called Matryoshka tomato. Because of the shape of the tomato. We have also zebra tomato. Zebra tomato, look.
These are called zebra tomatoes. They're my favorite. They have the most juice. Here we have something a little less edible for me. It's the second hottest pepper in the world, habanero pepper. You could try this if you want, Max. There are cables attached to the plants to help them grow really tall. Did anyone know a cucumber was actually a fruit? The way you can tell is if the fruit was actually developed from a flower.
Cucumber start always from a flower. This is a baby cucumber. After 2 days, it reached to this size after 2 days. After 4 days to this size. After 1 week to this size. And after 10 days to this size.
It's winter now here in Israel. We're in the middle of a desert. How is it possible to grow all these fruits and vegetables?
In this area, the amount of the water is only 100 millimeter of rain a year in the desert. And these tree, a kumquat, orange, need about 800 millimeter of rain. So we need water. We bring the sewage water of Tel Aviv. We clean them in factory called Shafdan, and we bring them to the desert.
They use about 90% of Tel Aviv's sewage water, which is then cleaned to a level of drinking water. So thanks to the sewage, unique vegetables could be grown in the desert. He then offered for me to try the kumquat orange, which he calls uri kaduri. It's good.
Is it sweet?
It's sweet. Uri wanted to follow the dream of Israel's first leader, Ben-Gurion, in making the desert into an oasis.
When I arrived here 28 years ago, I didn't find here anything. And all what you see, all this fruit, the strawberry, the tomato, we take Israeli innovation and put it inside the agriculture and can flowering the desert. This is oranges for vampire, okay? Vampire, okay?
Vampire.
Now just for you, Natalie, I do a smiling sunflower, like your smile. Look here, and we do your lovely eyes, and this. Look the same, no?
I can see the resemblance.
Let's go to pick some strawberries.
Uri grows the strawberries in high tunnels rather than in the ground.
We give the water and the nutrient on the top. The rest of the water go to the tunnel over here, and we have angle over there, so we're recycling the water.
A unique method is used as an alternative to spraying harsh chemicals on the fruits.
We use here biological control. Instead of spraying, we take predator and we use them and to put on the plant. They don't go inside the fruit. They go out, usually on the leaf.
All right, everybody. Well, that's a wrap on mine and Max's favorite segments on Cruising Israel so far.
Thanks so much for tuning in again for another episode of Cruising Israel.
Bye-bye.
Bye.